I'm coming in, ready to start my morning. I think we're delivering a car here in a little while. I'm coming through Eddie's area. This is where I normally enter the building. He's got his own special entry door there. And it looks like the contagion is spreading. He has cleaned up his area here. He always keeps it fairly tidy, but there was a big collection of stuff. And remember the other day I left my new sign on the floor. The other day, Sunday, I didn't come in. I was working on my new sign. I left it on the floor right there in Daryl's area. And you don't want to leave Daryl's area you don't want to move his pool. He'll know it. He keeps his area just particular. So as I've been thinking about it, driving in this morning, I don't know if you've ever built a pond, but I've built quite a few ponds. And it's one thing to say, all right, I'm going to build a pond here. Start with nothing. Get your dozer, look at the land, look at the way the water's going to flow, and you start building. And as long as you don't get a big rainstorm, you're pretty good. Just go. But I've done a couple where it's just like old mucky ponds that were just like never really done well, and then after years and years, they get full of muck. And you just kind of, you go in, you know, you walk in, you're up to your knees, you're up to your waist, it could be over your head, and you don't touch solid ground. Even to the point I got a track loader stuck one time. So you got to clean a lot of muck. You just got to clean a lot of muck to get to the bottom, to get to some solid ground, and then you can start sculpting. I really, if I'm going to do a pond, I like to make it just a pond for. We don't have cattle at the house just because I like my pond nice. Cattle will get in there and muck it up. I like my ponds to be pretty cool. So I'll landscape the bottom of the pond even before the water goes in. That's where we're at Spirit. I've got the muck about gone. I'm on solid ground here, but now it's about the details. You know, Eddie, when he's seen the sign on the floor, he said, you talked about doing that 10 years ago. Exactly. Now we're going to get it put up. You know, he's got not clutter. There's a lot of material here. Got his books in order. Got stuff there. A lot of patterns we got to have, but it's an organized chaos. So I'm getting pretty excited, and I believe he's over there working on Bill's car. So we're going to go check that out.
What do you want to talk about, Bob?
What do I want to talk about? Getting her done.
Okay. Well,
We talked about cleaning up a muck pond. Have you ever cleaned up a muck pond?
I try to stay away from stuff like that.
Well, but anyway, you walk in up to your ankles, then up to your
full of mud,
up to your knees, maybe up to your waist, then up to your butt. At the bottom of it, there is solid ground. Mm-hmm. I've been looking at Spirit kind of like a muck pond.
Gotcha.
But we're on solid ground now. There he is. It's Fast Eddie. Working on the car with no name. This is Bill's car. Pretty much everybody's calling in there and texting or doing whatever. Most of these cars have names, so we can refer to them as with names now. But this is Bill's car, and it's coming to the end. It doesn't need much. I just went and got your battery. So sometimes DIY means make the call. We getting us to the glass door here?
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Good.
We're back on.
Okay.
My phone is so full of videos, I had to delete yesterday's video, so more storage. So we're loaded. We're loaded, ready to go.
Yep. I'll take it home, and
Take it home.
probably 10 years from now I'll have it done.
But it's the journey, like I was telling you. That
Yep.
It's not about the car. It's about
working
the
with the
experiences
kids
and working with the kids and the friends you can meet. And too bad you weren't here a little earlier. Or we didn't know.
I cooked some pork over there.
That's part of the
already
experience,
missed out on
getting
that.
Herschel's kosher. It's always kosher.
I like a good pulled pork,
Yeah.
and Arkansas is a pretty good place to get good pulled pork.
Yeah. Well, you should have had KT's coming in instead of the fast food you did. But anyway.
Well, I'm going to head back.
Head back.
Send us some pictures.
Okay.
You go along on it, would you? He'll send them to me. I get to look at them.
Okay.
God bless you, boy.
Herschel's
Well, I'm going
in
to go
it.
home now, to be
Alright.
honest, and I'm going to tear the whole suspension apart.
Yeah.
Then I'll get all the, corners and everything nice and smooth and everything.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to paint the frame. I'll have it you know, in the rear end I'll blast it, and then I'll paint it all up. Then I'll set the body on it.
Yeah.
You might want to mock up your steering column, because you're probably going to need one joint, a rod end coming off the frame like that for your arm to go through, and you weld the nut onto your frame.
Yeah.
And where that goes. So
He's pretty good
Mocking
at
that
answering
up.
questions too.
anticipating the questions.
Yeah.
I got a 41 Chevy pickup.
Oh, yeah.
I built. The first thing I ever built was a T-bucket.
Oh, right.
Well, you had a
42
salvage yard for a lot of years, so
Oh, wow.
you have car experience.
Yeah, but I built a T-bucket way back 42 years ago when I quit drinking.
There you
When
go.
the state of Minnesota said you can either quit drinking or you can go to jail.
Oh, that's serious there.
So no, there was more reasons than that
Yeah, right.
I quit. But,
Good Lord, show.
and I had extra time on my hands, and I didn't know what to do, you know. And I'd drive by that bar, and I'd always look. So I started one of them. They're simple to build,
Yeah.
and then next one I built was a 41 Chevy pickup,
Yeah, I love them.
Cool.
and then I've got a 57 old Super 88.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
2-door, 4-door, what?
two-door
Oh.
hardtop with the J23 motor in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty little car.
Yeah.
Or big car. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
floater. So, and then I thought, well, me and Joe could build this, and he'd be happy.
Yep,
There you go.
that'll be fun.
Maybe get him more interested in cars.
Yeah.
How can you not be?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, when we're in the shop working, he's on his phone. So
Yeah,
it's a different generation.
it is.
That's right. But, you know, tying it all in together with you and your grandkids and things like that, it's memories that you always keep. And, you know, and I remember helping my dad in his shop and watching him build the first hot rod I ever looked at. And I'd asked him so many questions, he finally said, "Give me just a minute and I'll give you all the answers, okay? Let's do this." I watched him lead a nose on a little old roaster he built, and I remember seeing that and watching him, you know. So it's still etched in my memory, and I'm 73 years old since then.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get on the road. I got to get back and pick up my
Yeah.
wife. And thank you.
Very
be
good.
praying for
Thank you. I'm just doing a flyby on Bill's car. Looks like we're making some progress. Oh, we have wires on it. Plug wires. You're looking rough.
Huh?
I said you're looking rough.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I think tomorrow I'll spend some time with you on this one, and we'll talk about what you're doing.
I won't be here tomorrow.
You won't be tomorrow Saturday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Oh, that's right. You're going
I'm
to
going swap meet.
going to the swap meet, so you'll be in Springfield.
Hey, please,
Look up
Carter.
Fast Eddie. This is what he looks like when you see him in Springfield. So, there you go. All right, anyway, Bill, moving ahead. We got
Yeah, putting the ground wire in the pocket cable now. Run it through the battery box.
there. We got the battery in there.
No, I ain't got it in yet.
I got the battery, so you can put it in, put the ground wire in.
I gotta do a little trimming first, you know.
Oh, yeah, I got a bunch of that cable. So, you got the ends for it, or do I need to
Yeah,
get
well, I
some?
got the ends already, one on the starter and one on the block back here. And I didn't want to cut it off just so much. I just want to cut it right to length and
Yeah.
not waste any of it.
That's about $3 a foot.
Exactly.
Crazy. All right, so a little bit of an update on Bill's car, the car with no name. So we have our front door leaning on the wall, and look at that, they even cleaned it. It's like there ain't even a door there. But amazingly, I DIY'd that one, picked up the phone and said do it. So we now have a front door again. Awesome. Good news for Daryl. I got his pipe, even though we couldn't get him from our steel supplier. My neighbor, his back 40 backs up to mine, Harold's Welding. This is his welding shop. Happened to have some. So it's good to have friends in low places, I guess.